that the machlokas, whether you have to say a full ma'ariv or whether you can say havinenu ma'ariv, like a shortened ma'ariv. But the Mandover says you have to say a full ma'ariv because you need to say havdalah motzei yom kippur. So you need 8. You cannot do that in the havinenu. So this issue is Tanoyi, the Tanya, called Chayvei Tfilos. Anyone who requires to go to the mikveh, Tovlin Kedarka B'Yom Kippur. You can go. It's not considered that you violated lack of washing. Nida v'yoledes Tovlos Kedarka B'Leila Yom Kippur. A nida or a someone who gave birth goes to the mikveh at night. Balkari that can go to the mikveh in the daytime. Tovl v'hoylech ada mincha. Up until mincha can go to the mikveh. After mincha, he can't. Because according to this opinion, Ne'ilah takes the place of Ma'ariv. Ne'ilah said at night, so he should wait until nightfall when he goes to the mikveh, not in Yom Kippur. Rabbi Yossi Amar Kol Yom Kulo, because Ne'ilah is said in the daytime, because you need to do Ma'ariv separately. For Reminu, I'll ask you a kasha, Azava, Metzora, Metzoras, a male who has a mission, or a female, or a Metzora, female or male, Uboil Nida. The man who has relations with a nida, the tummy maze. So all of these people are tummy. Tovlin kedarkan b'Yom Kippur. They can go to the mikveh Yom Kippur. Nida v'yoledes tovlos kedarkan b'leila Yom Kippur. They can go the night of Yom Kippur. Balkari tovil v'olech kol Yom Kulo can go all day. Rabbi Yossi Oimer, the same Rabbi Yossi said no. Mina mincha l'mala and yachol idbo, because this seems to be exactly the opposite of the brayso we just said, where Rabbi Yossi said you could do it a whole day. So it depends. If he already davened tfilas ne'ilah, then there's no reason for him to go to the mikveh. But if he didn't daven, then he has to go to the mikveh before he davens. Now, Edith Sali, if he davened, then why would the Chachamim allow him to go to the mikveh afterwards? My tamayad Rabbanon, because of Rabbanon, tefillah bismana mitzvah. That there is a shita that if it's your third day and you have to go to the mikveh on the third day, you got to go on the third day. What about on the fourth? Is a special mitzvah to go on the proper time. Is that telling me that Rabbi Yossi holds that going to the mikveh on the proper day is not a mitzvah? Vatanya. Haresh Hashem Kosovo Absaro. Person has the name of Hashem written on his arm. He cannot wash it because he's going to wash away the name of Hashem. Lo yasuch, he shouldn't anoint himself with oil. Lo yamod b'makom hatinaf, he should not stand in a dirty place. Nizdamnu lo tfilas mitzvah, if he has to go to the mikveh, korech alav gemi v'yoreh v'tovel. He covers it with a saran wrap and goes into the mikveh. Rabbi Yossi Omer Yored v'Tovel Kedarko. He doesn't have to wrap something. L'vachlo Yishav Shev. The Kaimelon and this machlokas we've always understood. Divit Vila Bismana Mitzvah Pligi. They're arguing in this concept of whether or not there is a concept of mitzvah bismana. Rabbi Yossi holds there is mitzvah bismana, and therefore we're not concerned that maybe he's going to erase it or not. So the Gemara answers, "Ahi Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yossi." It's not Rabbi Yossi. It's Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda. The time Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, that as long as a person knows that they're tohor, they can go to the mikveh at that time. There isn't a requirement for them to go to the mikveh exactly on the right day. Excuse me. Someone becomes a Balkar in Yom Kippur, and he doesn't wash it off, because you're not allowed to wash on Yom Kippur. You wait to wash it until Yom Kippur is over. Might have. I mean, what does that make it? He already went to the mikveh. What is washing it off later going to do? That means you should do it before Yom Kippur comes in to get rid of any chtzitza that might be preventing the tefillah from becoming perfect. Person becomes a Baal Keren Yom Kippur, it's a simon that he is moichel of his avoinus. Of Sidurin. No, what it means is his sins are lined up. More says, my student certainly mochel means they're lined up, ready to be forgiven. Person becomes a Baal Keren Yom Kippur, he should worry a whole year. However, im also lo shana muftach lo shehu ben olam haba. If he lives out the year, then there was a simon that he's a ben olam haba. We'll leave the last two lines for the siyum. We have to make a siyum for Masechta Brachos, Shabbos, Erevin, Yivamis, Shkolim, Psachim, and Yuma. That's going to be a big barbecue.
That's what we do Yuma Shas with all that.
We're going to start Sukkah today.
Oh, hold on.
I have to get it.
I think today we're supposed to start Masechta Sukkah.
Ernie.
Right, yeah.
Ernie.
Yes.